Okay, before I get started on week 6, I'd like to apologize for the lateness of my upload of week 5. You see, I did upload it, but I didn't know that it was privated throughout the entire fucking week. So I'm wondering what the fuck is going on myself, and then I realized, oh shit! It was privated for whatever reason. Well, it's public now, obviously, and I'll go. And I said some ridiculous, stupid shit or whatever. For God, has not been a great season of picking games, but hopefully that gets turned around tonight and continuing into Sunday and Monday. Okay. All right, let's go. Eagles going on the road to face the New York Giants. That game is on now, so I cannot change this pick, even if I wanted to. But let's talk about, so Philadelphia, they're not looking so good right now. Will that change tonight? Or will the Giants get only their second victory of the season and their first home win of the season? They're going to have to win a home game at some point. And I'll tell you what, since the start of preseason, Philadelphia hasn't, since the start of preseason, Philadelphia has not found a way to get it together yet. So, that's going to be, that's a big concern there. And meanwhile, for the Giants, give me a break on the Giants. However, take the Giants to win tonight. All right, now for the rest of your picks. Starting with the Sunday games. There we go. All right, Buccaneers going on the road to face the Atlanta Falcons. Nice job, Tampa. Look, nice job, Tampa. You're going back to Jameis Winston. Fucking very nice. And the Falcons, they just got done losing yet another game this time on the road to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they gave up 41 points against Pittsburgh. One of them was a defensive touchdown, if I'm not mistaken, so who cares about that? But the Falcons were actually doing really good offensively. It's just that their defense has been the fucking weak link of this goddamn team. Although I do like Casey, the safety or whatever, that's pretty much it. I don't think he's even that great. So Jameis Winston should have an easy time in his starting season debut. However, because they're at home and a dangerous game to play, but because this is the Atlanta Falcons and they are 1-4, and it looks like the Falcons are not going to be hosting its own Super Bowl, because not many teams have gotten off to a 1-4 start and made the playoffs. In fact, it's very, very, very rare. I understand what happened 3 years ago with the Chiefs that started 1-5, but whatever. However, take the Atlanta Falcons to defeat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Oh, well, this should be a good one. Steelers going on the road to face the Cincinnati Bengals. The Steelers always beat Cincinnati in Cincinnati, and for some reason, that is not going to change for me. Go ahead, take. Le'Veon Bell is still out, but Connor's actually doing a pretty good job themselves. Listen, the Steelers are 2-1. It's not like they're 0-5 or whatever, okay? Or 1-4, like the Falcons are. Cincinnati, nice victory, nice come from behind victory against the fraudulent 3-1 Dolphins, but it was the Dolphins. Now you're facing the Steelers, who will hopefully finally get their fucking shit together with their new offensive coordinator and shit. Go ahead, take the Steelers. Chargers going on the road to face the Cleveland Browns. You know what? Since it's at Cleveland, last time the Chargers made the trip to Cleveland, we all know what fucking happened, which was 2016. And by the way, for the first time since 2016, no team will go winless for the season. Holy fucking shit. And guess what? The Chargers are going to roll into Cleveland once again and lose to the Cleveland Browns once again. Wouldn't shock me to see the Chargers win, but I just don't see it happening. Bills going on the road to face the Houston Texans. Two young quarterbacks. Texans beating the Cowboys. I haven't watched the game, so didn't watch that game yet. I still plan on watching that game, but it is what it is. And Buffalo getting a last-second field goal to clinch its second victory of the season against the Tennessee Titans or whatever. Listen, I know I've been picking against Buffalo all season long, and look for that to continue until midway through the season, and when they're better than they should be, I guess. But go ahead, take the Houston Texans to win. The Texans have been my kryptonite all season long, whether I've been picking them or picking against them. A lot of teams, actually, but it is what it is. Moving on quickly. Bears going on the road to face the Miami Dolphins. The Bears. Nice victory by the Bears. It looks like, Mitchell Trubisky is the fucking quarterback for the Bears. The Bears have finally gotten their quarterback. The dude threw 6 touchdown passes for the Chicago Bears the last time they played. The most touchdown passes by a Chicago Bear in the Super Bowl era. And keep in mind, a Chicago Bears quarterback has a share of the fucking record. But that was all the way back in pre-Super Bowl era. And the Dolphins, meanwhile, they had their chance to seal the deal against the Miami Dolphins, against the fucking Bengals, excuse me. And the Dolphins fucking blew it at the very end. Coin flip time, motherfuckers. Both these teams have winning records. Heads. Yeah, go ahead, give me the Dolphins. Vince, I think the Bears will suffer a bit of a letdown since it's at Miami. Cardinals going on the road to face the Minnesota Vikings. Like I said, no more winless football teams. Josh Rosen is inaccurate, though. I gotta be honest with you. He's not the most accurate passer in the National Football League. I've seen him miss on a few throws. He did not have the greatest day. He did not have the greatest first start. But you know what? I'm gonna give Rosen a pass along with Allen and Mayfield and fucking. Anyway, and Sam Darnold. With that being said, then the Minnesota Vikings, they have not run the ball at all. Well, they've been hardly running the football. A lot of that has to do with the fact that they've been down a lot, so they have to abandon the running game. The Vikings defense, could do a little bit better, obviously. But yeah, other than that, the passing game's been okay. The passing game's been great, obviously. Adam Thielen, fucking Stephon Diggs, the true number one receiver for the Vikings. Hell, look, Quan Treadwell, and he's been struggling as of late. He's been struggling early in the season, obviously, but even Laquan Treadwell, all three of these wide receivers are better than Demaryius Thomas. I mean, there's not an argument to be made about that. I'm sorry. Give me a fucking break. And okay, without taking too long with this fucking video, Vikings, end of story. Moving on. Cardinals defense is actually pretty good, so whatever. Yeah. Colts going on the road to face the New York Jets. Jets, you exposed the Denver Broncos once again. Again, just like Buffalo did last year. And the Colts, God damn it, who'd they lose to last week? Who? Well, bottom line is they're 1-4. I remember the fucking Patriots. That's right. Right? Forgot about that. I will say this though, the Colts, they could end up finishing with a decent record. I mean, well, not a decent record, but they could finish with the season where they don't have 10 fucking losses. Okay, I'll just put you that way. Wait, they'll probably finish 7-9 or something like that, but I do like the competitive fire of this football team, but they just need to finish. I mean, they played the Patriots tough even though they ended up getting blown out. I mean, it was a pretty fucking close game up until the fourth quarter. And the Jets, they ran all over Denver last week. 320 yards. Isaiah Crowell, 219 yards rushing, and I think Bilal Powell actually had 100 yards rushing against Denver as well. And they just kept coming at. They just kept exposing Denver's defense with huge fucking plays. Darnold did not play great from a completion percentage standpoint. He was well below 50. He was below 50%, but he kept making big plays and exposing fucking Bradley Roby for the fucking fraud nickelback that he is. All right. Listen, I know the Colts are on the road, but take the Colts to win. Seahawks going on the road to face the Oakland Raiders. Marshawn Lynch facing one of his former teams. Of course, this is the big former team because he won a Super Bowl with this team, obviously. Can the Raiders get their second win this season? They had a tough outing on the road against the LA Chargers. However, go ahead and give me the Raiders to win. The Seahawks, their defense is trash without Earl Thomas. I think it was proven when they gave up well over 30 points against the LA Rams. And by the way, they're not on the road. They're in Mexico City. My bad. But go ahead and take the Raiders to win anyway. Panthers going on the road to face the Washington Redskins. The Redskins have been win-loss. Yeah, win-loss. And they got their asses kicked by the New Orleans Saints. Drew Brees. I didn't watch the game yet either, but all I saw was the score, so I got to actually watch the game. And I do plan on watching the game for the history, because Drew Brees surpassed Brett Favre. No, he didn't. He surpassed Brett Favre a week ago. He surpassed Peyton Manning. And he's going to continue. And he's going to continue. He's going to set the fucking standard, obviously. But back to the Redskins. Go ahead and take the Washington Redskins to win here. Panthers, they nearly lost to the fucking Giants. I mean, until the very last second. Speaking of last second field goals, wow. All right, on to the late afternoon games. Rams going on the road to face the Denver Broncos. Case Keenum sucks cocks for lunch. I understand it's going to be too cold out for the Rams, for the LA Rams or whatever. But that's not going to stop Jared Goff. He threw 4 touchdowns in very cold Nashville, Tennessee last year when they were facing the Titans on the road. Why the fuck should that stop Jared Goff when they face the Denver Broncos? This Broncos team sucks. Now I say that in hopes that Denver actually does something and proves me wrong, of course. But I just don't see it happening. I mean, these last 2 seasons were. This season and last season for the Denver Broncos is where the chickens come home to fucking roost, and holy shit, as the saying goes. You know who I'm picking in this one, and this is Wade Phillips' return to Denver after the Broncos decided to let him walk and not and not give him a fucking raise. Yeah, kind of wish the Broncos had Wade Phillips now. Rams, end of story. Moving on, quickly. Jaguars going on the road to face the Dallas Cowboys. God, tough game for me to pick Dallas. You don't know which team's gonna fucking show up. Heads, but more on that. Heads, I'll take the Cowboys, but let me talk more about this game. Okay, come on. Let me talk more about this game for a moment. Last week, Jacksonville kind of disappointed me. You know, usually when the number one defense faces the number one offense, the number one defense wins. I will say the only positives about the Jaguars is this, and I gotta watch that, is this. From a statistical standpoint, they picked off Patrick Mahomes twice, but Blake Bortles has been hot, cold. Sad part about that hot, cold is that this is still better than what Blake Bortles has been doing his entire fucking career. Okay, take away 2015 where he threw like 35 touchdown passes, but no one cares at that point. But anyway, take the Dallas Cowboys to win this game. Moving on quickly. Oh, this should be an interesting one. Ravens going on the road to face the Tennessee Titans. That is a late afternoon game. Shocker. But anyway, yeah, both of these teams are at 3-2. The Ravens picking up a very disappointing loss to the fucking Cleveland Browns. But I will say this for Cleveland: they're going to win. They're going to win more than 2 games. In fact, I think they'll finish 8. In fact, I expect them to finish 8-7-1 this year. I mean, that's just how I see it. Now on to the Titans. It is what it is for the Titans. Fine, whatever. But coin flip time for this one too. But you know what? Fuck I take that back. Since the Titans are at home, take the Tennessee Titans to win. All right, Sunday Night Football. Chiefs going on the road to face the New England Patriots. Last time these two teams met was the season opener, Thursday night kickoff, where the Chiefs rolled into Foxborough and actually beat them, put the game away in the fourth quarter. Of course, now Patrick Mahomes, this will be his first true road test against the New England Patriots, and the Patriots are going to be wanting revenge for last year. I believe they will get it. Patriots, end of story. And last up, 49ers going on the road to face the Green Bay Packers. God, Mason Crosby, 4 missed field goals and a missed extra point. He did make a field goal at the end of the game, and even Lions fans were cheering for that, even though it was more of a sarcastic cheers. Yay! You know, like what the fuck ever there. God, this was not the matchup that ESPN was looking for. When the matchup was announced on ESPN, they expected Jimmy Garoppolo versus Aaron Rodgers or whatever the fuck. Not CJ Beathard versus Aaron Rodgers or whatever. The Niners have been playing tough all season long, and they nearly beat the Chargers until the Chargers got their heads out of their fucking asses. Stopped looking at their fucking prostates for states or whatever. And then they suffer a tough loss and then they handed Josh Rosen his first career NFL win. The Packers, I expect the Packers to bounce back. Take the Packers to defeat the 49ers. That's it. That's all. Till next time. Later, fuckers.